Oh boy, we got a lot of work that needs to be done. Hey guys, it's me, Rob, and welcome back. Some more Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time, we more or less got the lay of the land here in Brilehaven, and we also have our main objective. That is, figure out a way to infiltrate Luis's quarters, which is in the giant gauntlet running. But in order for us to do that, we have to effectively figure out a foolproof plan to get in without causing too much of a ruckus. And that it's going to involve us being split up, with me being the one to volunteer infiltrating. Because boy oh boy do I need all the more stress to be added onto my plate. So we have to do some preparation in order for us to do that. And so before I begin,
what now?
I'd like to see how things are looking. We're all 28. And I would like to at least be a bit prepared for what's to come. So we're going to be doing, I think we're going to be spending a few days to leveling up our characters, and just to be prepared. And since it's going to be me going in this, I'd like to specifically help Jackson prepare for whatever is going to be coming our way. So before we do that, I want to show that I swapped back to Seeker, just so that way he's a bit more all around prepared for what's going to be coming our way. Henceforth, I'm going to immediately decide to level up. That's not it. We're going to go ahead and go with Magic Seeker, just as the next, just to have it at the next level. I think once Heisme is kitted out all the way with Gunner, I'm gonna have him become the merchant, just so that way we can get more of Moore's quests out of the way. Because I believe Hulkenberg's up next. We have to do that one objective for Stroll back in Grand Trad. He wants the merchant to be cultivated. Okay. So ability forecast gives us a preview of all the abilities for followers from the main menu. So I think what that means is that we're going to see what every single ability is going to be here for every single follower, which probably will come in handy at a later point. I don't know what else there is to do other than just go with the flow. So I think probably the best thing for us to do is go ahead and get Stroll's link out of the way. But before we do that, let's go ahead and swap on over to Magic Seeker. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do.
This right here, all right?
We have the mag for it too, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
I'm counting on you. Of course.
And so be it. By shared resolve and an honored creed, take new form as an adept seeker. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the seeker.
Really?
So this is the power of the Magic Seeker's soul. I shall continue to use this sword and my new magic to its fullest. Seeker's journey isn't over. Now we have the Magic Seeker archetype.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
How much is changing in terms of our equipment? So we need to get Magic Seeker to level 20, but the biggest one is getting to rank 7 with more. So we're gonna have a ways to go with getting that completed. But like I said, once Heismay is at max level with the gunner, we are going to go ahead... Well, actually... Oh! Oh! Well, it's going to be a while then. Because he just needs to be level 10 Seeker. I don't know. Well, we'll get to that point when we get to that point. So for now, I think we're gonna go ahead. Excuse me. Did not mean to hit that. Well. Beta candidate, spending time with supporters. Okay. So it seems most people don't go into the Charadrius. So, well, actually, hold on. Let's see. A lot of different combinations for people. Yeah, most people are doing this. Holy cow! 48! Jeez, a lot. People are dedicated. I will give them that.
What am I gonna do?
So,
Gone clammy all over.
maybe it's because of the way that people do these dungeons in order or something like that. I have no idea. Anyway, so I think we are going to...
Let's head there right away.
Let's go to the recruitment center real quick to pick up a few things.
Welcome.
Or to see if there's any new bounties. Just that one. Okay. Oh, yeah, and then we have Katharina's new, Huh, okay. Maybe I should... That's handy to know. It probably would be best to keep picking up those informant leaflets. Just so that way I have an easier time with these bosses. Anyway, so that's the only thing I wanted to do. We're gonna go back to Grand Trad real quick because
let's go.
We need to find that person in city to help out with Stroll's quest.
That damned Luis. Welcome.
I just stroll up to him. Okay. Get off that.
What'll I do?
Hello, sir. Welcome, welcome, one and all. If it swam in the rivers or seas, I've got it here, and it's all fresh as the ocean breeze. The Count of Halia. Just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with this son. Really now? I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an Elda, and foreign nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. Do you happen to have something of his? What are you playing at? This is some matter of con. I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Halia. He saved my skin once, when some pain in the arse noble started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. But I gather he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things for himself. Like father, like son. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in front of Regalath Grand Cathedral. Odd that he brought the fish first, eh?
Oh, what'll I do?
Cool. So, in front of the cathedral?
What now?
Just to clear things up. That's not it. Near the Grand Cathedral.
Gone clammy all over in this humidity, I have.
What are we here? That's the cathedral right there.
What exhalation's going on? What's up?
Yeah?
What exhalation's going on?
Say there.
This heat is insufferable.
I certainly can see it being released. Ooh.
You know anything? Luis didn't bomb the exhibition? Huh. Wouldn't the Colosseum be more worth attacking than the cathedral? Oops, you heard nothing, boy. Okay.
Yeah?
What's up? What exhalation's going on?
Going on here?
I cannot fathom.
Hey, did you hear? The Sanctus was executed at the exhibition of the brave. Yes, never imagined it would come to such a thing. Weren't the candidates supposed to bring the head of a monster they'd hunted?
What are we to do?
I've heard tell of the Sanctus's misdeeds, but I still can't believe it. How could something like this happen? Soiree, I fear the actions of that horrid Sanctus may stain the reputation of the entire religion. Speaking of which, it happened in Martyra, right? I heard it was that Elda candidate who uncovered the truth there. An Elda. Now that's a rather unexpected candidate, wouldn't you say? Indeed. It seems this tournament never ceases with its surprises. I'm sure that by the end of it, Forden and Luis won't be the only ones fighting.
Look at that. What exhalation's going on?
Well, our deeds have spread far and wide.
So, Santa Fix.
There's someone else. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find where. Oh, is it? What do we got here?
And what do you want?
What do you want? You're not one of my clients, and I only do business with by a referral.
So foolish. to
Indeed, I
rouse
was
this
in
great pity.
Indeed, I was acquainted with the late Count of Halia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was truly honorable. The Count was a truly honorable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with riffraff like you. Oh, no. Do I have Imagination 3? Let's try. Okay, I was able to hit the check. Cool. Thanks to my overwhelming imagination, I was able to choose words that convince the merchant I have no ill intent. How interesting. Yes, they did indeed stink. The Count would often buy fish himself and then show up to our meetings with them in hand. Amusing as it was, I worried about how he would keep them fresh. That stirs some memories. The Count of Halia that I remember was a monogamous man. He was genuinely kind to all he met.
Our business is done.
Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Very well. Tell me your story and I will listen. I see. You must forgive my suspicion. You truly are a friend of his son, aren't you? I do apologize, but surely you understand my caution. Word of his lost inheritance. What the hell just happened? Okay. Word of his lost inheritance has spread, and con men have tried every trick in the book to claim it.
And I do appreciate your
I have
assistance.
indeed been entrusted with the inheritance, always meant for the Count's son. Please give him that message. The rest of the details I prefer to share with him directly. Please bring him with you when you're able. Okay. So now we know where the merchant is that has Stroll's inheritance. Let's go talk to Stroll real quick.
All right then.
If
Let's go.
I can get to the spot that... Okay.
Hey, listen.
Oh, Stroll! We seem to have found something.
Hey,
Ah, hello. What's your plan for today? I get restless too, but I suppose it's important to let off steam, huh?
What do you think?
Any luck finding leads on the inheritance matter? I
Huh?
got some news for you. Have you? You must take me to him so we can talk. It's finally nice to meet you. Well, we have met, but you were just a babe in your mother's arms. Funny how much you've come to resemble them both. Your father and I did charity work, providing aid to the downtrodden. It was hardly lucrative, but I was quite taken by his charisma. He did charity work in the capital. I hardly knew his businesses here, to be honest. My connection to your father is ultimately what led him to entrust your family fortune to my guardianship. I'm pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
No.
I don't mean to pry, but have you decided what you will do with it?
That is...
I had thought to use it to rebuild our house, but to hear my father use his fortune to help people, I admit I'm having second thoughts. The refugees of Halia are struggling to survive without permanent housing, and knowing this, I would put these funds to the needs of my house. It would take tremendous time and money to restore our territory. I wouldn't be able to tend to their hardships for many seasons to come. You truly are a stroll, lad. Right down to your father's strength of character. If I might be so bold, allow me to present you with an option.
Oh.
It would work thusly. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin and would easily part with the estates they cannot sustain. You could offer this land to your people to build upon. Would that not give them solace?
True.
I see wisdom in it, but I can't imagine finding such an ideal expense in such a short order. If it's the negotiations you're concerned about, that is where I come in.
Quite.
Perhaps you've heard the name of Lord Hydrant, best known for his piety. He is well versed in such matters. Do you have anyone else? Or anyone else you might know? So you do know him. Well, I can appreciate why you'd recoil from him. But for such an occasion as this, he would be a potent ally. I dare say he would be precisely the savior you need to realize your ideals.
My ideals.
Say.
Yes.
I apologize. I'm just caught off guard by how quickly these tides change. I gladly accept your generous offer to aid me in negotiations. Well. Hope was only a step behind a clear conscience.
No.
Words I hear my mother and father say often. They practically bludgeoned me with it. They instilled you with wise words.
Yeah.
Only now do I see that. Back then I couldn't appreciate it. If I could procure new land, all these people could return to some semblance of the lives they were forced to abandon. Go back to a time of peace, before the human attacked. And you have no small role to play here. You know that, don't you? If treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin. And I'll have no hope of saving the people of Halia, let alone realizing my ideals.
Hey.
In other words, the future of many depends on our fight. Our hope lies with you, Captain. Well,
whatever burdens you carry, I'll carry
that most
them
certainly
too.
helps out Stroll's ambitions with helping his people, and possibly restoring his house too. While in reserve, Stroll will gain experience at a normal rate. And he also has more inheritance slots too. I owe you my thanks for discovering the man safeguarding the inheritance. It surely was no easy feat to find him.
You're a lifesaver.
And we got some tolerance for it as well.
All right.
4 points. Courage, wisdom, and elegance seem to be the closest ones that we are to getting rank ups.
That reminds me.
If you don't mind my asking, did you hear anything else about my father in search?
sure.
I'm told he had a strong sense of justice. Yes, that does sound like him. Were my father in the same position I am now, I wonder what he would do. Back here in Brilehaven. Ooh. There are more people in Luis's Gauntlet Runner at night, so you'll need to sneak in during the day. Make sure to secure an infiltration route to Luis's room before the day of the soiree. Okay. Ooh! Nice, May, you say? Did not mean for that to... did not mean for that to rhyme off the bat. Okay. Let's go talk to him. He's the one person we haven't really progressed with.
Ah, it's you.
Hello there. For all the time we spend in battle, it's good to rest our wings every once in a while, eh? Curious about my training methods, are you? Well, I'm afraid this training is tailored to a Yuji's stature. It's not a thing for you to learn.
I see.
I see. I suppose knowing the fighting style of your allies would help broaden your possible strategies. Yes, that sounds reasonable. Mark my technique closely then, and you'll learn the ways of the Shadow Guard. The proper training does take time, a significant amount of it. If you mean to tag along, I hope you're ready to be here for a while. Well said. Bit cramped right here though, isn't it? Let's go to the woods nearby instead. Come on.
Now then.
Let's start with a little test. See if you can keep up with my movements. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now, let's begin.
Huh?
You're wide open. From here, it'd be simple to slit your throat. You were careless. You're so cool. Let's try it one more time.
All right.
I'll do it as many times as you like. Don't rely on sight. You must sense through your very skin.
May I speak?
Your enemies aren't going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct to buy time for your mind. But how can I do that?
Well...
How indeed. Finding these answers is also part of the training. There's no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least, you can decide what you aspire to.
Then...
Want to keep going?
Then...
That seems enough for one day. Shall we share a drink then? Let us retire to my castle back on the runner.
Oh...
I found some fine spirits for myself, but even ambrosia would be tasteless when drunk alone. Would you like a cup of tea instead? Yes, a bracing drink, but nowhere near as good as the spirits back home.
What kind of...
What were the drinks from your hometown like?
That's...
Let's see. Clear as the night sky, like nostalgia in a bottle. Wonder when I'll get to taste it again. It's a taste my boy will never know. It's been a long time since I abandoned my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know. He had a stout heart in that little frame. Might even have grown up to be a fine knight like himself. Fine knight himself, had he lived. Another wish unfulfilled, I suppose. I'll never forget the day I cremated my son's body. and mourned his death.
Huh?
What do you mean by cremated?
Hmm?
Ah, right. Everyone else buries their bodies as they are, without giving them to the flame.
The truth is,
It's the way of the Ujif boy. We burn the bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul is freed through fire. Once released from the body, they go to their place in the beyond.
oh,
Then, those who remain must lay the bones to rest, somewhere suitable for the deceased. However, I've yet to find a place fit for my son to take his final rest. I can't imagine he'd be happy for his bones to be eternally moving and disturbed.
I apologize.
Apologies, I shouldn't be talking to you about this. I'd like to help lay your son to rest.
No.
We have an important mission to accomplish. No room for detours of any inconvenience, boy. I can't put that burden on you.
Let's do it.
Still, we can do it. It isn't just a random detour. It's a favor for a dear friend.
Thank you.
I thank you for your kindness. Truly. I'll do my best to return this favor through my efforts as your comrade. Thank you again. A toast then, to cement our vow. You with a cup of delicious tea.
Cheers.
Yes, a toast. But not to mark my regrets. To commemorate our coming together. And to the beginning of mourning.
My boy, are you watching?
Interesting. Okay. And the thief mat costs of studying are lower too.
My thanks.
We can save this for any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful that you'll help me though, and I dare say tonight I'll rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis's.
The day of the soiree is approaching. We need to secure our infiltration route to Luis's quarters before then. We must reclaim the formula without raising suspicion. Then, at long last, we will finally have the means to break the prince's curse.
Let's make it happen.
Prince's fate is in our hands. This plan is risky, but we have to see it through.
True.
19 days until Luis's soiree. Let us proceed with utmost caution.
It's really coming down. Oi there!
You'll eventually get the assassin at rank 3. Okay. So we have a few others to attend to. We have Hulkenberg. Can't talk to Moore yet. We have Barden. And we also have Maria. Alonso isn't here with us yet, it doesn't seem. Interesting. That's what rank 7 unlocks. Ooh. That's gonna be cool. Another skill unlocks for her at level 7. Okay. Yeah, it seems as though most of our main party member skills are exclusive to combat, so Well, except for Heisme. Although... Yeah, no, okay. Heisme only got us the preternatural hearing. So that'll come in handy, but it seems as though everything else is going to be pretty formulaic. It seems as though... Oh, well, there is one more from Nuris. One more from Maria. Another from Katharina. Oh no, 2. 3 actually. Okay. Quite a few from Alonso. Ooh, man, a lot from Alonso. 1 from Barden. A lot from Brigitte. And just one more additional one from Moore. Oh, and a few more from... Actually, no, just one more from Gallica. And that seems to be it for the time being, so... Let's make progress with Hulkenberg. We haven't really talked to her a lot.
I'm just incredulous.
Ah, 'tis you.
Have you not decided our plans for the day? Even knowing we mustn't let our guard down, a breather might do us some good. If you've the time, shall we continue our training? You know, despite Stroll's little outburst the other day, he's been quite diligent in his training since. Jackson, you can't fall behind now.
Speaking of...
But I recall our practice swords were broken. Shall we go and buy new ones at the capital's weapons shop? It would be a simple thing to teleport there, yes? I'm glad we found some sturdier sparring swords. Hopefully they shall win me some measure of redemption for the other day, huh?
Listen!
On the authority of the Knight's orders, your crime shall be repaid with death. That voice. That Rodanthe. Is I butchered that name. Rodanthe. Or is it Rodanth? I'm gonna look it up after a while. You remember, he's my former comrade that we met before. Yes. Let's see what he's up to. Do it.
Wait!
Hold! Well, if it isn't Hulkenberg, I'll ask you not to interrupt my duties. This is your duty? What Knight Commander presides over executions?
Speak no more.
It is only right. Those who would do this nation harm shall be punished.
So then...
What exactly has he done? Treason. This fool, a petty officer of the military, slandered the honor of the Royal Knights. Honor? What honor? The Royal Knights of today are honorless. You've forgotten any oath to the throne. Now you're just dogs barking on command. You insolent. Bring me a whip. Hanging isn't enough.
You
can't not be serious. This insolence is why you would have him killed? This after all the trifling sinners you sent to the gallows. Righteous fury rings false from a hypocrite's mouth. Now, die, dishonorer. Writhe like the maggot you are.
Heed my words.
Treason's only reward is death. Therein lies atonement, whether for the knights or the people. They could kill me for any reason they liked.
Rodanth.
Rodanth. Oh, so I did say it the right way. This is beyond outrageous. You've authorized nothing less than public butchery. Maintaining the capital's order is the knight's duty. It is only natural we punish those who spread lies.
You...
Have you sold your soul to the Sanctists? Were you blinded by the prospects you win by their coronation? It hardly matters who takes the throne, so long as the Royal Knights still stand to flank it. This, you see, is the role of one who has risen to the post of Knight Commander. One's burdens are different from those who the freewilling for the free-willing and the frivolous like yourself.
You cur.
You infinite coward. You poison toad. Is this the shape of your so-called loyalty?
Whoops.
Bold words. One would almost think you and your friends seek to hang to the hangman's nooses yourself. Try, if that's what you want.
What?
No. If something happened to you... I see your whelp hasn't learned to hold his tongue. Pity stays my hand today, but there will not be a next time, Hulkenberg.
Tis wrong.
Power is not a tool to torment and kill the innocent. It is meant to guide the weak and vulnerable, that each and every one of us might live together in a better country.
Apologies.
Jackson, I apologize. I forced you into my troubles again.
Listen,
You don't need to worry about it. Thank you nonetheless. Had I been alone, I know not what I would have I keep talking fast. Had I been alone, I know not what would have happened here. Somewhere in my heart, I expected he might still understand me. I would count such blind faith among my weaknesses.
Listen.
Still, it ever be me who strays from the path of virtue, I only ask that you remind me of my purpose, under any circumstance, and I entrust this to you. Rank level 4.
You have given me such strength.
You knew it. Another inheritance slot. Cool.
The truth is,
I am partly to blame for Rodanth's brutality. No. The day has already left me exhausted. We'll speak more of this some other time. Away from prying ears. As you wish. Oh? We have a spectator in our midst. Nobody else up for today? Okay, that's fine. Well, I think on that note, this is probably where we'll call it for now. So, we got to know where Stroll's inheritance is, got a bit closer with Heisme, and have set out on a personal journey with him. And we've come to know a bit more about Rodanth's brutality, thanks to Heisme. Or not Heisme, Hulkenberg. But we'll know a little bit more when she's ready to explain that to us. So, I think on that note, next time on Metaphor ReFantazio, we will probably do Maria's social link, then Barden's, and then Brigitte's. But for now, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, and as always, have a good one everyone, and stay safe.